Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is facing widespread criticism after his decision to attend a Taylor Swift concert in Toronto, while violent anti-Israel protests swept the streets of Montreal. The controversy has sparked outrage across the country, with many questioning Trudeau's priorities and leadership during a time of heightened political and social unrest. On the evening of Friday, November 24th, Montreal became the epicenter of intense protests against Israel, with demonstrators clashing violently with police. The protests, which began as part of a larger global movement against Israel's actions in Gaza, escalated quickly into chaos. Rioters set cars on fire, destroyed property, and even burned a sculpture of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The situation was further compounded when protesters engaged in street battles with law enforcement, forcing police to deploy tear gas to disperse the crowds and regain control. As the violence unfolded in his own country, Trudeau was seen in Toronto enjoying the final leg of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Photos and videos surfaced of the Prime Minister dancing to Swift's hits, including Shake It Off, and exchanging friendship bracelets with other concert-goers. The juxtaposition of Trudeau's carefree night out with the chaos in Montreal quickly became the subject of intense criticism. Quebec Senator Leo Houskos, a vocal critic of the Prime Minister, took to social media to express his frustration. Houskos shared a video of the protests in Montreal, stating, "While Justin Trudeau is partying it up in Toronto, I was meeting with members of the Jewish community in Montreal. This is our hometown, tonight." He expressed disappointment in the Prime Minister's decision to ignore the unrest unfolding in his own backyard while attending the concert. Houskos' remarks were echoed by many Canadians who felt that Trudeau had abandoned his responsibilities as a leader in favor of a personal night out. The optics of Trudeau's actions quickly gained traction across social media platforms. Canadians from all walks of life voiced their dissatisfaction, with many criticizing the Prime Minister's choice to prioritize a concert over addressing the violent protests. One tweet read, "Trudeau is the one who needs to be arrested. He's a spoiled brat." Another commenter lamented, "I hope he got a pretty friendship bracelet at the concert," referring to the tokens that Taylor Swift fans often exchange during her shows. Many expressed disbelief at how Trudeau could have been so detached from the gravity of the situation back home. The protests themselves were part of a larger wave of global demonstrations surrounding the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. While it's clear that the protesters' actions were highly disruptive, and in some cases, violent, many Canadians felt that Trudeau's absence during the crisis was inexcusable. As Montreal erupted in unrest, it was